Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the BrickFeed Podcast, episode 128. I'm Eljay.
I'm the XX Trooper.
I'm Meso.
I'm Tenebrae Invictus.
I'm Leo.
I'm Starbreaker.
And I'm Sokoda.
Let's talk about LEGO today. Alright, and, well, it was close.
Round 2.
Chad.
Round intro 2. Electric Boogaloo.
So, just so everyone knows, if you ever decide to start your own podcast and you decide to do things the way we do things, which I don't recommend, send groove music to the unholy ring of fire that it belongs. Okay, never use groove music to play anything. Right? It's either VLC Media Player or Windows Media Player, and that's it. It's all you play. Nothing else.
Groove music is quite awful.
Yes.
Groove music
Yes.
is trash. Hot
So you're saying it?
garbage.
So you're saying it's not groovy?
That's a good way to start, you know?
Groovy.
Not groovy at all.
No.
Certified not groovy by TT.
Groovy time.
No, there's no groovy.
How's
to it.
everybody doing today? Aside from groove music irritation.
Tired. So tired.
I'm grooving, guys.
I'm doing well.
Well,
How
that
you
makes one of us. I'm good.
Seems like tiredness runs rampant.
It is
We will.
very,
No, I'm just
very
kidding.
warm right now.
We will overcome. For we will talk
We will
about.
be awake.
We will talk about the bricks and the blocks and the.
Yep.
Well, you see what had happened,
What
everyone.
I'd like to do is give a
Meso,
very warm
Meso.
welcome.
That's a...
Yes.
Sorry, whatever you were saying just got completely cut out because Discord decided it wanted to just start reconnecting, like as soon as you started
Oh
talking.
no. Oh no, it was just a dumb joke.
Oh,
That's all.
okay.
As I was saying, we're going to talk about the bricks and the blocks and the ticks and the talks. No, we're not going to talk about that today.
You're right. That now I understand why it decided to cut out at that very moment.
Discord was an
Divine
inside
intervention.
job.
What I was going to say in all seriousness is I'd like to give a warm welcome to TTV's newest cast member, the man, the myth, the legend, the creator of many a mock, Sokoda.
Ooh.
Sokoda.
Sokoda.
What's good?
He's
What's
here.
good, buddy?
Give a
pretty
greeting
good.
and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Sokoda. Some people might know me from the Bionicle or Ninjago community. I'm a Lego fan from Germany. I build a lot of digital marks, and I think most people probably know me for my Bionicle Lego Ideas project. And yeah, longtime TTV fan, and now I got the chance to be on the podcast.
Sokoda, I have one thing to say to you, something that I've always wanted to say to someone in an applicable
Oh,
situation.
Oh, no.
Oh no, here we go.
Oh no.
That's nice for Germany.
Oh,
Yep.
my
It
God.
really is, yeah.
I knew it.
Who has been blessed with your mocks? You as a person.
I was expecting that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that only makes sense.
It is a bit of a weird situation for me personally because you've been a fan of ours for a while. You've been a community member. You've been like a very active person. So I'm familiar with you on the same level that I am with like a lot of our patrons and a lot of our fans. But I also have the flip side of being like a hyper fan of you myself.
Aw.
It's like a dual kind of a starstruck thing where like
Who's really being featured on this show? Is it
That's
Sokoda or Meso?
on the BrickFeed Podcast, and for me, I'm like, oh man, Sokoda's on the BrickFeed Podcast. So thank you
Bro,
for
Sokoda's on the BrickFeed Podcast?
thank you for being here today.
That's so cool. Which day?
We-
Oh, today. What? Oh.
We've followed your stuff for quite a while, as you know, most recently and most prominently the Lego Ideas, like you said, which, well, we all know how that ended up, but
Yeah.
you
Wow.
did get your name out there a lot. So hopefully
Yeah.
people are following all your other stuff, because for anybody who does not know about Sokoda, that set is far from the only cool mock that he has made. He has
Yeah.
weekly builds, mini builds, etc. Where's a good place people could go to check out your stuff? Use this as an opportunity to plug your social media.
Yeah, so if people want to check out my stuff, I post most of my stuff on Twitter. It's at the Sokoda and on the TTV boards. Yeah.
Yay, TTV board!
The Sokoda. Yep, not just a Sokoda, the Sokoda.
Yeah, because there was another one.
I think I pictured Eldridge's book. So that's all. I just wanted to say welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Before we get into the topic for the day, however, take it away, Elj, with some plugs.
Yes. All right. So, if you're interested in joining the conversation, head on over to TTV message boards at board.tvchannel.com. Just have to be 13 years or older and follow the board rules. Trust me, it makes life easier for everyone. We have a bunch of interesting things going on right now, including, but not limited to, we're wrapping up our first Bionicle Generation 1 canonization contest. Thank freaking goodness. Contest for Helrix is about to wrap up. We've run into a lot of hurdles, a lot of roadblocks, and a lot of rough patches. However, thankfully, we are in the home stretch. We have, at the time of this recording, which, I mean, hey, who knows when it'll be up. We currently have 2 polls up. They are going to end in about 2 days, give or take. Hang on. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. And then we're going to have one more poll that'll run for 3 days. And at that point, we will be done with the contest. As soon as we hear back from Greg.
It will be over.
Thank freaking goodness.
Holy moly.
So go ahead and check that out. Additionally, we have Patreon, patreon.com/the TTV Lowest dollar a month, you can join the Discord server as well as our Minecraft server on the island of Matsui and Voyanui, with more to come. Finally, Twitter, at the TTV channel, along with our individual Twitter accounts. And I think that's everything.
You would be correct. Woohoo!
Oh, thank goodness.
Alright.
All right.
All the plugs are in. We're powered up.
Here we go.
So
I'm
in
powered
the
up.
realm of a BrickFeed staple, where should we start first?
All right,
You
you
got
know what?
something
We're gonna
this
go ahead and
week.
start. Let's get the elephant out of the room, namely the big news that happened in our hiatus. I don't know, regularly scheduled, schedule.
Okay, Rip.
It's gonna be the Osprey. So, for anyone unfamiliar, there's a company by the name of Boeing. Boeing makes planes. Some of these planes are things that you've probably been on. Like if you're taking a funnel trip to BrickFeed, Virginia, but not this year, then you might have been on a Boeing aircraft. They also make planes for the military, and by military I mean United States military. One such plane is called a Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey. This is used in military operations. It has no civilian use. It is a military aircraft through and through. So Lego, in their infinite wisdom, decided, hey, let's make that a Lego set. And somebody in the back was like, hey, wait, maybe we shouldn't make that a Lego set because it's a military aircraft. They were fired. So, what ended up happening is approximately a year and a half went by, an entire development cycle occurred. This became a set. It became a Technic set, the one you see on screen now, and have probably been seeing for the last 2 to 3 weeks. 2 weeks prior to its launch, which would have been right about now, the set was cancelled. I quote the statement from Lego. The Lego Technic Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey was designed to highlight the important role the aircraft plays in search and rescue efforts. Unquote. Quick comment that role is nothing. Back to the quote. While the set clearly depicts how a rescue version of the plane might look, indicating that it doesn't exist, the aircraft is only used by the military. We have a long-standing policy not to create sets which feature real military vehicles, so it has been decided not to proceed with the launch of this product. We appreciate that some fans who are looking forward to this set may be disappointed, but we believe it's important to ensure that we uphold our brand values approximately a year and a half after we started working on this. Sorry, whoops. I meant end quote, and then whatever I said at the end. So since
I
then,
actually,
It's
I'll
a
let you,
joke.
you
Hang
finish. Go ahead.
hang on, more of the story. So since then, a couple of things have happened. First, the set kind of sort of got canceled, but again, it was releasing in 2 weeks. And by that point, this had been sent to retailers. It was already in the wild, more or less. And overnight, its value went from whatever it was going to sell for, which we didn't friggin' know, to, oh wait, no, we did know, I guess, 124 pounds, 139 euros. So about
Yeah.
150
Something like that,
bucks, roughly in that ballpark. It went from that to $1,000, $2,000, however much anyone's willing to pay for it on eBay. But not Bricklink. We'll get to that in a sec. So it became very valuable, and a lot of people were really confused for two reasons. One, why would you cancel it now? Two, how did it even get this far? So people were looking into it. Brickset did a review of it because they had it somehow, and they
Dun.
determined that the set had a critical design flaw, namely in that one of the gears in the function of the aircraft, the main propeller function, could be significantly damaged upon use. If you had the rotors in a specific angle, then one of the gears used in its operation would become nearly unusable because it would be damaged, because there's a motorized function in this. So people speculated, oh man, I can't believe it. That must be... Oh, there we go. That must be why they canceled it. Oh, Lego, you guys. You know, it's a very easy out. People have been debating for a while why they canceled it. Was it military aircraft? Was it cancel culture? Who knows? And Lego said, no. It's just because it's a military aircraft. You guys, don't worry about it. It's cool, all right? That's it. That's literally the only reason why. Oh. Okay. And that brings us to now. Go ahead and discuss.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing with this, obviously, you have the inflated, the secondhand market value, because there were, like I said, a lot of stores that already had the set.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other important thing to keep in mind about why it's kind of out in the wild is, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know exact dates, but I believe the official set launch in the UK and international countries was much earlier than August 1st.
I have no idea.
I believe it was out in July officially, if not June. So people have had widespread access to this set for quite a while in every country but the US. It's, in the US, it's a scarcity issue. But internationally, it's just been a regular set that's now getting pulled off shelves. So if you're in an international country, you might actually have a high likelihood of being able to still find the set somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but somewhere.
Oh.
This is interesting for a number of reasons, and there have been a lot of debates. I think the crux of the matter is the sheer... I mean, I don't want to be too insulting, but the idiocy of it all. Like, the set's fundamentally flawed as a concept. Why did it get so far? Why did the people making the set not realize the issue? Why did the people approving the set not realize the issue? Why did the people in charge of maintaining the license not realize the issue? Or marketing? Or, any of the 10 or so steps that you would have had to go through to get a set, let alone a licensed set, from design iteration to official release, not spot this issue until a few weeks before it comes out? personally, it sounds pretty fishy to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm much more in the camp of they canceled it because of the design flaw and they're just trying to save face. Personally, I know that's more like conspiratorial, but I did see a comment going, well, would a design flaw really be enough to get out of their contract with Boeing? Because it's not like a regular Lego set where they can just make the decision to not release it. It's a partnership with someone who has approved its creation. They would have probably needed a good reason to back out of that and be like, no, we're not going to do it. And a design flaw may not have been that reason. They may have needed a step above. And that may have just been a convenient thing because it's not like Lego has not played fast and loose with their policies before. Cough, cough, Lego Overwatch. So they have the ability to bend these rules when they see fit. I imagine they could have done so here. But I just think the whole situation is pretty... Like, I have no desire to buy the set, so for me it's more funny than infuriating. But it is very clearly a big blunder.
I actually, I have input perspective from someone I know that happens to be a current Boeing employee and also airplane aficionado that is also currently attending flight school. She goes by the Gundam Lady, happens to be my significant other, and...
That's pretty significant.
Yeah, and that's pretty other.
This was before the design flaw was publicly posted about. Her perspective on it came with these notes. Said that Lego is not a bad company for protecting their company values. Surely they understand some of the specifics here. A long-standing policy not to make military sets. However, their air race Technic jet, if I can find a picture of that real quick.
Air race?
Yeah, air race jet is what it was called, if I remember correctly. I will post a picture in the chat right now.
Eagerly awaits photo.
This thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is,
what is this?
according to her, it is directly based off of an F-35 or is it F-35?
F-35 Lightning.
Is either very similar.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the F-35, which is not used for racing. A lot of the things she uses are specifically with the VTOL functions, which are incorporated into this with these two pictures.
For anyone that doesn't speak military, VTOL is vertical takeoff and landing.
Yes.
Yeah. There's also the Creator Blue Power Jet. I think that one's based on an F-35.
I think
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Multiple.
Before we go through the entire catalog of Lego products that look like military vehicles, does anyone have a single example of a Lego product of a representation of a military vehicle that's also licensed by the company who makes said military vehicles? Because that's kind of the basis of
That's fair enough.
That's
the
true.
Osprey.
I think
But it does highlight a part, but it's not as good of a point as an Apache helicopter is powerful, etc. You know. Get it.
I think
Fair enough. It's just-
I've heard people bring up that the Land Rover they recently released is used by some militaries around the world, and that one's licensed too.
Ooh.
But I think it's a bit more of a gray area because it's also a normal civilian vehicle, and that one, the Osprey, is a licensed military vehicle that's really only used by the military. So I think there's a difference for me at least.
It's interesting that they decided to opt for the official licensed version of this vehicle, where in the past before, such as with the Technic Jet example, they would previously just opt to make something based on it and then just call it something like, oh, it's a Technic Race Jet. Oh, it's X, Y, and Z. It's not actually blank, though looking at the comparisons, it is very obviously directly based off of said thing.
Yeah.
So,
Things that make you go,
So
It's just boils down to the difference between, oh, we have the license and brand name on this box, but on this box it doesn't. It doesn't matter if this is basically in the same line of set design as this. This one is, oh, we were telling you it's not actually the really scary, fast, and effective fighter jet that is currently being used for military dogfights. No. It's a race jet. See, it's
It's harmless. Like this civilian
jet.
Like this civilian Osprey.
yeah, it's a civilian. It's a civilian.
Osprey.
So,
Search and rescue.
a few things. First of all, Jang Bricks did an excellent video on this, which is not unsurprising.
Yeah.
He's done really good videos on.
Hopple Jang at it again.
Heck yeah. So he's discussed this, and he had some really good points about it, and he brought this to my attention, which is where I'm going to address. There are some people in the comments on YouTube saying, well, it's used for transport, not actual military purposes. Well, it's used for transport, that is true, of military personnel. So if you go to bellflight.com, go to products and go Bell Boeing V-22, and you scroll down just a little bit, missions, the literal first thing it defaults on is air assault. Survivable performance across the full range of military operations worldwide. Increase your commander's reach by extending operations farther and faster than ever before. The second one is special ops. Terrain following radar and enhanced survivability features allow the CV-22 to support the infiltration and exfiltration of special operations forces anywhere, anytime, day or night. And I can tell you right now, those special operations forces are not Care Bears.
It's just pizza delivery, man.
They're infiltrating to rescue someone, and then they're gonna exfiltrate them.
Yeah,
After.
they're yeah. They're
They fit
exfiltrating them
all
from their
of that
bodies.
into They fit all of that in a Technic set. That's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. That's quite a lot. You know.
Yeah.
I'll
So
give them credit.
it's a military aircraft. It was designed by military-related companies for military purposes. There is an aircraft that resembles it that is not military, but they didn't make that. They made a V-22 Osprey licensed by Boeing. And they have worked with Boeing before. They've made licensed Boeing sets on civilian commercial aircraft. This is not a civilian commercial aircraft.
I just gotta wonder why. Why would they choose to do this?
This entire development cycle is bizarre.
Yeah.
Of all the things, did they willingly want to push the boundaries? Did someone just try to sneak it in under the radar and hope nobody would notice?
It's okay, guys. It's a civilian aircraft. Don't worry about it. Hey, don't worry about this gear function. It breaks, but you know it's good enough the kids won't notice that it will happen. You know they'll play with it the right way. Don't worry about it. Civilian aircraft, kids are gonna play with it the correct way.
They just need to rescue. It's just that there's so many facets to this whole situation. This is one of the weirdest things to happen in a while.
Yeah.
And it sucks because at the end of the day, it's a cool looking set too.
Yeah.
But
It is.
it's doomed to fail. I know
I'm
GL really wanted to get it.
I'm going to plug this right now to anyone not in the United States. If you have access to a set, please
Oh my
contact me.
goodness.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You're not rich enough to afford the prices this
Yeah,
set's
it's,
going to be going for.
If
I'll
you're
check
selling
with
it for
my contact.
$1,000, no, I don't want it. But if you're a reasonable human being that is not terrible, then please contact me.
Oh,
What do you mean
okay.
not terrible? They're
So
making their money.
$1,001. Got it.
No, stop!
$999.
$999.99.
$999.99. All right.
Oh,
The thing
Have
with
a deal.
with retiring this from circulation and them trying to bury it is just making the prices go insane.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, I
They
get the
weren't.
broken.
publicity.
Okay, the broken gear function, I understand, right? You know, it's
Do you?
it's not like up to par to Lego standards. But the fact that, you know, on top of the what they were denounced for, has just driven this price up to 1,000 plus in the U.S., I believe, which is
Yeah.
insane for
Leo,
any Lego set.
Leo, this is 2020. What Lego needed was definitely more things to drive up value in the secondhand market.
Oh yeah,
It was really important that we have this.
it's. I just don't understand. It's like
That's really where I leave it every time. I
Yeah.
try to form some kind of like understanding of the situation, and I just end up drawing like 5 blanks.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just insane. And now
Ludicrous, even.
the thing is
Sokoda,
they're not gonna recall the set and try to release it again because there's too many problems with it already. So we're never gonna see this set again. Second-hand market is a problem. Them not allowing it to be on that one of that website that sells
Bricklink.
sets. That one.
Yeah,
That's
so
also another thing.
that was the other thing I wanted to get to that I alluded to earlier. So, for anyone out of the loop, Bricklink was a privately owned fan website that predominantly focused on second-hand sellers of Lego sets, pieces, and other. They were recently, and by recently I mean about half a year ago, purchased by the Lego company. And Lego at the time were like, don't worry, guys. We know you're all concerned. We know you're a little anxious about this. We're not going to do anything to change anything. We're not going to do anything rash. Nothing's going to change, guys. It's cool. Wait, you want to sell the V-22 Osprey on Bricklink? No. So, Lego has said they're not allowing this set to be sold on Bricklink by anyone that has it.
Guys,
Because-
that never happened.
I think it goes even beyond that. I think it's like even listing it in the database too.
Yeah, I believe you can
Yeah.
list it.
It's really bad.
Wait, what, really?
Lego is pretending that it never existed.
This is a really cool mock, guys. Why are you trying to sell
This
it?
is.
But they said today that they might take it into the catalog on Bricklink, so
okay.
it's still a bit open if they will. But yeah,
Very spooky.
Osprey slash
This was their final statement today. This is just a quick update to say we are discussing with Bricklink about having 42113 included in the catalog, but not listed for sale. So as of right now, it's not in the catalog at all.
All right.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Like it never even happened.
Erase it from history, man.
Osprey deniers.
Yeah. So it's
Conspiracy theorists. Do you think that Lego set was real?
No, Lego said it wasn't
Wake
real.
up,
What are you talking
sheeple.
It was just a fever dream.
Call it
Yeah.
the fever dream.
Yeah, no, so it's not good. I don't like that. I really don't like
I
that.
agree.
It's like, Lego, listen. It exists. You guys screwed up.
We're listening.
Do not punish Bricklink for that. I guess it's them now. Bricklink is them. It isn't Lego. Which
Yep.
I mean, you're really just punishing fan users of the site for this. It's like it's not their fault that you guys screwed up.
Are there any other sets that aren't allowed to be cataloged on Bricklink, or is that just
I-
the first one?
I have
think
a couple suspicions, but we don't need to bring those up.
yeah.
But to my knowledge, other than that, I think this is the one that sticks out, where it's like something that actually matters.
Yeah. Okay.
There
Yes, you wanna Bricklink that sterling silver crown of cow? Go right ahead. Oh,
Crane.
What was that?
Osprey? What's that? That doesn't exist.
What was that, Sokoda?
I think there was another set they didn't have on there for a while. It was the Las Vegas architecture set they called back a couple years ago, and I think it's on there now, but it wasn't for a while.
Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to find where they made this statement, but I guess Brickset doesn't have it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But
Yeah,
yes,
you-
no, you guys are right. They did make another statement saying, well, maybe one day. Because, yes, so Lego set recalls are a very fascinating subject because they're not common. So, this was their follow-up, and they said, the decision not to launch the LEGO Technic V-22 Osprey was made solely due to the fact that the set breached our policy of not creating real military vehicles. There were no other factors that influenced the decision in any way. This is just a quick update to say we are discussing with Bricklink about having set number 42113 included in the catalog but not listed for sale. It should be noted that Las Vegas, early version with Mandalay Bay Hotel, was only added to the catalog after 2+ years had passed, so we might not be able to add the set immediately. We will share more details once we have aligned with the Bricklink team. Two things. One, LEGO apparently has some sort of this weird policy with Bricklink that, what is it? Unreleased items? Items that they never put up for sale cannot go on Bricklink. Was that it?
I think before the street date or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something along. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Yeah. So sets that haven't released cannot go up before their launch date. So their rationale at first was, well, technically this no longer has a launch date, so it never gets to go up. Whoops. So now it looks like they're recanting that. The other thing is, for anyone out of the loop with Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, it was an architecture set, kind of like a Skyline set, but a little more robust that LEGO was releasing for its architecture line. It had a whole bunch of things, including the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Tragic shooting happened there a couple of years ago, and LEGO was like, nope. They halted releasing the set. They completely redid that entire building, and by that I mean they removed it. They just took the Mandalay Bay out of the set and replaced it with another hotel, and then launched it. There are still very, 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 very few production models, including the original Mandalay Bay design, but they are, like, in the tens that we are aware of.
That is insane.
Crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah.
What a tangled web
They
this thing is. I don't like... I wish Bricklink was still independent, man.
Yeah, me too.
I wish there could be a documentary that came out about the design, the development cycle of this set. Like,
Yeah.
what
interesting.
went wrong?
I'd love to know what happened there behind the scenes.
There's
It's
interesting
okay.
stories to be told here. There's lessons to be learned, but it'll most likely just be swept under the rug,
Yep.
and we probably will never know.
If anything,
That is-
sweeping under it benefits it the most.
Yep.
And that is honestly all I have to say about this. It is a bizarre situation, and I'm sorry to anyone who actually wanted to buy this thing. So GL, I'm very sorry for you, GL.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
thing.
just
Go ahead, Invi.
No, I'm just wondering now that this set's canceled, who's gonna save the man that fell in the river in Lego City?
Yeah, right?
Not the military.
But it's a civilian search and rescue. It's okay.
Hey!
Thank you.
There it was.
All right, I'll do
Yeah, no, it's an interesting situation. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, it's a very cool looking set. I was never going to get it. Also, LEGO, what's wrong with you? Why would you ever make this? Like, I looked at that and was like, yeah, okay, that's an Osprey. It's a military vehicle. What are you thinking? Like, I don't personally care. I couldn't care less. LEGO, you want to make military sets? To your heart's content. I'm you know what? Go for it. Knock yourselves out. Compete with Mega Bloks. That's fine. But if you're not going to, then don't. Like a year and a half. I think Jang Bricks had a pretty interesting theory that Lego thought up. Like, well, how can we make this set? And they're like, well, what if it's search and rescue? Ooh, search and rescue. That's a great idea. And they kept on repeating that and repeating that and repeating that until they were like,
Self-brainwashing.
guys, it's a search and rescue vehicle. What are you talking about? Guys, we
okay,
really
it's
love
civilian.
this set for its we love this aircraft for its search and rescue applications. You know, the search and rescue it does. Like all of the search and rescue.
Peaceful infiltration.
It's like doctor, except search and rescue. Yeah, search and rescue, search and rescue, search and rescue, search and
Yeah.
rescue.
It's like this search and rescue as it comes in. It's like, stop resisting. I'm here to help.
For me personally, after this whole situation, I got like really interested in like where Lego draws the line with sets basically, and I did a bit of research and
Very
looked into
curvy.
their own guidelines for conflict and weapons and stuff in Lego sets, and the rules they have there are basically they don't really have a problem with conflict on its own, but they draw the line with like active in use military vehicles that could remind people of like active conflicts in the world right now.
Time in war.
Yeah, and I guess probably behind the scenes they thought, yeah, we changed the colors of the Osprey so no one would recognize this from a battlefield, but it's still the same aircraft, so
Yeah.
Loads
Yeah.
mounted turret with search and rescue intent.
Yeah. Listen. These bullets aren't to hurt you. They're to help you.
Oh my
That's the
gosh.
Osprey's motto. Sorry, the search and rescue Osprey's motto. But yeah, no, Sokoda brings up an interesting point of conversation. Lego is usually pretty fine with conflict, especially nowadays. But what they're specifically referring to in that are contemporary war weapons. So it would be your tanks, your firearms, your military aircraft. The stuff that you can look at and go, huh, that looks like it's gonna just do a lot of damage. Like, I don't even think some
That's a lot of damage.
flex tape isn't gonna fix what that's going to explode. So that means
Oh, no.
you're basically only gonna get fantasy tanks out of Lego, because even if people aren't using Sherman tanks anymore, the design of a tank hasn't really deviated from treads, beefy, large cannon. So don't expect that. It's not happening.
My goodness.
Darn, in 50 years, our weapons are going to be so advanced, they're going to have to delete Lego Overwatch from the set lists.
We can no longer host it on Bricklink. Sorry, Lego Link.
Lego.
yeah, all those monkey with Tesla guns.
We're mocking the Bricklink buyout when it happened because people were skeptical and they were like, oh, I feel weird. They were like, oh, you really think Lego's going to be the corporate tyrant overlord, take this thing over and,
Yes.
rob it of its identity? They were like, get real. And I'm like, well, maybe not. We'll see. I mean, Lego's not evil. They're not an evil company, but they have manifested. There has been a noticeable change in a few ways.
I mean,
It's probably only going to get more so.
I feel like the wisest words
Yes.
I've
sales
heard
tax.
yet pertaining to Lego is that they are not. They are a company. That's it. They are a company. Are there worse companies? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, are they still a company? Yes. That's it. That comes with all
still
of the
in
pros and
society?
cons that is associated with. They are a company. So, yeah,
I think that's true.
Alrighty.
it sucks for the fans that were looking forward to this. Sorry, GL. But better luck next time. And by next time, I mean when they decide, you know what? That M1 Abrams? Search and rescue M1 Abrams.
Oh my goodness.
We're not sending out shells. We're sending out love.
Care package
All right.
inbound.
It's not a kill streak, it's a care streak. Dang it.
Oh my gosh.
We don't shoot shells, we shoot sleeping bags and snuggies.
And
Nice.
And now we're going to shoot
Yes.
the next item of discussion, which I can't imagine
Oh,
is going
yeah.
to last very long. A couple more set reveals that weren't canceled. Notorious war criminal
Yes.
Monkey King. Oh, sorry. That's what I'm just gonna do that the rest of this episode. Everything is somehow gonna get canceled. So
But he's
Monkey King from the Monkey Kid Lego theme is getting a brickhead, and it's got 175 pieces, retailing for just shy of 10 smackaroos. And I guess it launched on August 1st, so yeah, it's Monkey King.
Get it now.
He's a brickhead.
It looks so cool, man.
Yeah.
Sets like these remind me why I love brickheads. Because they're squares, but they use all sorts of varieties of like tiles and pieces to give them like smooth aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
Like this dude's face is on point.
It's definitely one of the best brickheads they've
Yeah.
made so far, I
agree.
think.
It's so layered. It's got so many layers, it's like a friggin' onion.
The golden
in
eyes.
mind-
Shrek Brickhead.
This is not to be confused with the Monkey King from Journey to the West that slaughtered a bunch of people and demons alike. No, this is from Monkey
Lego
Kid.
one.
He's peaceful.
But they're the
He's-
same
he's
person.
peaceful.
Only an issue.
They're the same
Oh,
person.
what? Huh? I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh no! The wolf in chat. Wait,
Guys?
Monkey Kid is getting brickhead.
Guys, oh my gosh! I can't see Monkey King on Bricklink.
I have a Lloyd Brickhead. What are you talking about?
It's from the movie. It doesn't
And
count.
so it is still in Jago.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
It had its time in the sun, and they chose Wu as one of the two.
And they gave him ears.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's a cool brickhead. If it's in stores, I'll try to buy it, but I know it's not going to be. I don't see myself going out of my way to buy a
Is
brickhead
it-
online.
Well, is it Lego Store exclusive or?
I believe it will be, just like the other Monkey Kid sets, and I don't have a Lego store near me, so
F.
You want me to go check for you?
maybe, maybe.
Let me know.
Do you?
GL lives pretty close to a Lego store.
Meso, you do have a
I
Lego
was pretty
store near
close to a
you.
Lego store.
It's in Raleigh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Take
you
a
think
2-hour drive for a
we'll get
brickhead?
more
Yeah,
Monkey Kid?
do not do
brickhead?
that. That's not worth.
Buy more than a Brickhead then. Jeez.
I look
I mean,
like
yeah.
15 minutes.
Skull
From one,
Dragon. That's all I gotta say.
yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, skeletons? Skeletons have been used in war. We're gonna have to cancel that.
Yeah, you see them all over the battlefield. Gross.
It's so funny what's happening. It's like a quick side tangent, but
This
the
won't be
new
quick.
sets were supposed to be released on August 1st, but apparently there's been like production delays due to various factories being affected by COVID. And I forget where I saw this. I think it was I forget if it was on Brickset or whatever, but there's a reason why if you go on Lego.com right now, the summer wave for Ninjago, among other things, is listed as coming soon. The same with Star Wars, I think. The 501st Trooper thing people wanted like crazy. They flocked to stores, and only to find out, oh hey, it's gotten delayed by an indeterminate amount of weeks. No.
Oh no!
Currently,
I heard about that. Yeah.
And it's sold out here in Europe already
Yep.
we're
on
looking
Lego
at-
Shop at
I
Home.
can give you guys the inside scoop, and I can say that when you'll want to start looking is the 15th of August, because that's when my store, at least,
Trust me, bro. Trust me.
is projected to get the Ninjago sets at least. Not Star Wars, though. And for stores that aren't Target, like Lego.com, you're probably looking at September 1st. So it's kind of an odd situation, but
Yeah.
it's... I get the feeling there's all sorts of issues with production right now, like the fact that we've literally been getting shipped European boxes that don't have piece count info.
Yep.
And there's been a sticker that's been put over the European boxes
Yep.
to have the information, because they're not actually being manufactured in the
I
US
was
like they
wondering
normally
what
are.
the heck was up with those boxes.
That's what it is.
Oh,
European
time.
boxes being shipped to U.S. stores and having stickers be put on them.
Yep.
Yeah, we always because it's not obligated in
Here.
Europe to
Yeah.
show the piece count on toys, but it's in America. So
Yeah.
we're
So that's
just used
all.
to that normally.
Check stores in the 15th. That's all I got.
Thanks,
Luck.
man.
All right.
I mean,
move
that is
on
a
to the
thing
next.
happening because, like I said, to best describe it, like of all the colored clones and the different cool designs or whatever, the 501st are by far the most popular. So when they finally have a product that's just a bunch of 501st, people gonna flock that, you know.
Yeah,
So,
that's gonna
Yep.
be hard
very
to find.
very not surprising.
You know.
there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to buy as many of those as they can, so they can complete
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
little lineup of a mini clone trooper army.
Yeah, the army builders are probably going
Yep.
ham as as fast as possible because you know
It's going to be the army builders and the scalpers.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's going to be terrible.
Yep.
Just saying, guys. The numbers 501 have been used in war.
They kind of did some messed up things. Just saying.
I don't know if you know this, LJ, but
Mhm.
like literally in the theme name
Mm-hmm.
is the word war.
Oh no!
It's called Star Wars, man.
That's
You
gonna
know,
be a
Alright,
problem.
you know, that
It's
is
time to
true.
execute Order 66.
And
You
entire
use
Star Wars
numbers.
catalog purged from Lego.
They do use numbers
I don't
every
think
now
this
and then.
series ever existed.
All right. Let's move on to the next brick, kid.
All right. So next one, it's gonna be Hagrid and Buckbeak from Harry Potter. Set number 40412. Contains about 270 pieces, and it's not coming out until September 1st.
No. As the resident Potter fan amongst us,
Hagrid.
I will say this set is quite good. It is quite good indeed.
Bro, this
now I know.
is cool. Like, have you seen the clone troopers that they are the stormtroopers they've made? You know? But yeah, keep going, man.
Now I know. Being a Harry Potter fan in this time is a hard thing to be. Current media sucks, but you know, at least we can look back fondly upon the classics. And I really like the way they were able to do the studs with Hagrid's hair to
Yeah.
really give it that like frizzy appearance. That's the
Looks great.
highlight of the whole model. That and the way his coat is kind of sloped downwards. He does have the pink umbrella, which is literally just the most awesome thing that I could ask for. And Buckbeak's eye, you know,
I like Buckbeak because
design,
it a,
design-wise, he's probably the better one.
Is he a? Is it a 2-pack or is it a?
It's a
Yeah, it's
two-pack.
a two-pack.
Uh-huh. Oh come on! I might buy it because I like Hagrid.
It's only $20.
Only
It's a-
$20.
It would be separately.
Yeah, I know. I might get it. It's nice.
Yeah.
That'd be the only brickhead I own.
It's a brickhead, so what I have to say about it is minimal, but
Yeah.
2 thumbs up, especially when compared to some of the other Harry Potter
I really like that robe
brickheads they've
design.
done.
It's
Yep.
well-made brickhead, yeah.
Yeah.
Harry
Okay.
Potter's getting so many really good designed, high-quality sets overall.
It's very
I wish
impressive,
some
I
other
think.
themes would get a similar treatment.
it's just this license because you know they sat down the meet and they were just like
Yeah,
you know
but-
stuff we did with Star Wars. Let's just do that.
But I
It's
think
Harry Potter.
the Harry Potter sets, for example, are a lot better than the most Marvel or DC sets, which are licensed too. So I think there must be some kind of ranking in licenses or
No,
something.
I'll agree completely. Marvel sets have kind of gone off the rails
I mean, a
In
lot
my
of them are
opinion.
4+ now and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
since they stopped making sets based on the movies. So when the movies stopped, basically, the sets have kind of spiraled into this horrible like nightmare zone where they're based on like amorphous things, like random comic events that just don't have the same appeal.
Yeah,
And they've been very juniorized.
and even the movie sets are often like very inaccurate because they probably don't get all the details about the movie in before, and that's
Oh
like
yeah.
the Harry Potter movies are out for years and those sets are like perfectly accurate.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
wish
no,
they'd
remember
make
Kylo
Marvel
Ren's
sets.
ship?
Yeah, I
my
wish they'd
favorite.
make Marvel sets based on older movies, for example. That would be cool.
Yeah, decided
Oh.
fill in gaps and stuff because that's like why is there no sets of like the cave in Iron Man 1 with like the Mark 1 suit?
Oh,
Yeah.
How cool of a set would that be? Because that's like a huge moment. It's where he becomes Iron Man and stuff.
There's
you
a
know?
lot of movies that just never got sets. Winter Soldier never got sets. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I don't think ever got sets.
Oh, wasn't there an
It
Ego
did.
set?
Guardians
There
of
was
the
Guardians of the
Galaxy.
Galaxy
It
2. They made
re-released the ship, whatever it's called.
That was Baby Groot
Lano,
and
yeah,
the
they
mining
released
ship,
a,
There was a few sets for that, yeah.
yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind.
Yeah, and then there was
There's a-
the space monster thing from the opening.
Oh, yeah,
scene,
there was.
right?
Yeah, they brought
Yeah.
that
Sounded
and like
stupid,
a
though.
much nicer Milano that was also smaller, and more well made. And I had already like bought the other one. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, and could we get a UCS Mandarin's Flamethrower Buggy of Doom? Yes.
Yes.
Have your next ideas project.
Marvel isn't allowed.
Jerks. Alright.
Yeah, that's all right. Just make a civilian version. It'll be okay.
Search and
That's all I have to
rescue.
say, the Brickheads.
Rescue
Rescue
flamethrower vehicle.
flamethrower.
That's all for the Brickheads. That's a wrap.
Mm.
I feel like they used to be way more frequent with brickheads, and they've slowed
They
down
were, yeah.
drastically. Okay.
But they're
'Cause there
not
was like a time where
canceled.
that's all I would see.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're not canceled.
That's
Okay.
nice.
Yet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's go move ahead to some new sets that are available. Approximately 44 sets should be available in Europe and North America, some of which include set number 71374 Nintendo Entertainment System, set number 21323 Grand Piano, various set numbers
Piano.
Lego Art, Marilyn Monroe, The Beatles, Sith, and Iron Man, as well as approximately 16 Super Mario sets.
We talked about
Yes.
Super Mario on BrickFeed.
We have.
Yes.
It's the last episode. What we have not talked about is the NES.
Ooh.
And we won't really go super in depth into it because, spoiler alert, if you follow Vin's Twitter, we'll have a video coming for it before too much longer.
Lego
buying
sent it
it.
to us.
Yeah, that. But I could say my quick thoughts. I love it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can pretty much say the same thing. It's amazing.
It's very, very superb in design. I think the more interesting thing to briefly touch on would be just kind of a follow-up to Mario, because Lego also sent us the entire wave of Mario sets. I have a few of them. Some that I'll be making videos on, some that I won't because Vin's already going to make them. But I know, Mange, you got a set that we didn't talk about at the start. You got
Yeah,
a set.
thanks, guys. I went out to get the poly bags yesterday, and I got the Bob-omb. I actually followed the felt guide. Bob-omb is the only one with a 2x3 brick in there, so I searched around. Took me like 5 tries.
You actually filled the bags.
So I washed my hands first just to clarify. You know, don't want to spread any germs onto those poly bags. But
Thank you.
but yeah, I got the Bob-omb. I like it a lot. They're all about 22, 23 pieces. Bob-omb's pretty cute. I mostly like the Bob-omb more than the little terrain piece, but it's very visually striking. So it definitely feels like a Mario, like a little piece of Mario there for the background, and then Bob-omb's cute. I really liked it. Looks great
Bob-omb
for only
is
being
cute.
like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces. For being 11 pieces, it's great and very
They do
accurate.
a lot with this stuff, man. I got the Spiny, and I love how he just looks pissed off at life.
The best part.
Like he wants to kill everyone, and they're so awesome.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
this
I
is
want-
the kind of stuff that I think Lego Mario excels at. People have
Mhm.
controversial opinions about the Mario figure. I do as well. You know, it's not perfect. There's some sacrifices, trade-offs, blah 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 blah. But these brick-built enemies, basically done perfectly. Like
Yeah.
all of them.
Leo, when are you getting your namesake?
I was trying to get it today,
Get
but all the
get
sets
the
were done.
swamp set.
All of them
Yeah.
were shelved.
How
yeah,
much
they're-
are
They have
the-
been selling like crazy.
Yeah, they're selling
Killer.
very well, which is impressive to me. I was Not expecting it to be like
It's
this.
successful with variations across markets.
Take a
The
little
starter
bit more.
set's been consistently sold out at my Target since it came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
The other sets have been going. What's up?
No, okay, go ahead and finish your thought.
That's all. The other sets have been going, but not as much as the starter set. So I guess
For sure.
whatever backwards marketing they have, trying to like educate people how it works, must be working.
Yeah.
People know what to
Yeah.
get.
Well, my guess is people that know how it works is already getting it, and then when Christmas comes around, that's going to
yeah.
be the problem. Why is Mario not in this set? It's on the box. It's grayed out, but it's on there.
So bad, man. So
Yeah.
bad.
Two things. First, that just goes to show how out of touch certain people in the LEGO community are. We had some conversation on our message boards from some folks who were saying it's kind of a dumb gimmick. There's really not much to do. You know, after the initial gimmick, the whole theme is predicated on it. And who would buy this? You know, what parents are buying that for their kids?
So
All of
stupid.
them.
Let me put it to you this way:
Parent
it's
buy it for their
Lego and it's Mario. Now, I don't know about you, but those are two of the biggest household names for anyone with children.
Literally, my childhood was
Yeah.
dominated by two things: Lego, Mario, and later subsidiaries of both. You know, like
Yeah.
other Nintendo properties and whatnot. Like that was my childhood in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of AFOLs or Lego community members often forget that the main market still is kids and what kids want. And I think kids can have a lot of fun with this system.
Yep.
And maybe it might not appeal to you with your huge Lego collection all based on minifigures. But I think there are a lot of kids out there who like those sets.
I mean, I will also say I do have a bit of a preconceived bias that makes it easier for me to swallow these sets because, spoiler alert, I really freaking love them. But it's because, you know, I don't exactly have a problem with being overtly attached to minifigures considering what my favorite theme is.
Yep.
Hero Factory.
Duplo, obviously. Now, because I love Duplo so much, I'm used to not having traditional minifigures in my sets. So there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a little status update on
But yeah, I mean, like if it's like a new sort of deal that like if someone like is not a huge fan of Lego as a whole, but like they have a really fun time playing with the Super Mario sets, then you know that's an in for them.
Exactly.
They might be tapping into new markets. So I am a bit not too surprised that they're super successful, but I mean they
I'm glad.
Super Mario, but you know they like if this thing works, then they have something unique to bring to the table for years to come.
Heck yeah.
I think it's kind of funny too, because didn't Mega Bloks at some point have Nintendo-based sets or like Mario-based sets?
That was Kinects, not Mega Bloks.
Kinects? Okay.
Those were
Kinects did it at one point. They didn't have much marketing or advertising from what I saw, did they?
Not at
Because
all.
I don't think those did well at all. So the fact that
Kinex's
these are
advertising budget is really there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think those did well at all. So the fact that Lego got a hold of the ability to make these Mario sets basically guaranteed their success from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, X, here, go ahead and hold on to these. They're boxing gloves, so here you go. Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead and put those on.
They're gonna give you
Go ahead.
boxing. Oh, okay, all right.
Okay,
I'm strapped.
all right.
Let's
You ready?
go.
All right,
Let's go.
okay.
Good. It's good.
Boy,
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on that Lego NES, like my favorite Lego Ideas project, the Lego typewriter.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm gonna strap these off. Done for the day. All right.
So here's the thing.
Thanks, man.
No problem, bro. I don't get the appeal of this. I'm sure we're gonna dedicate an entire episode when we have Ven around to discuss this. I don't understand. Why would I ever buy this? Like, it's technically very impressive. Like, the build is extraordinary. The functionality is outstanding. Lego did an excellent job with the creation of this set. Why wouldn't I just go get an NES?
Because
In a way,
having
you just described the
building what you
appeal.
like.
You just described the appeal. There's really good value. It's got a good price per part. It's really creative.
I said
There's cool
none of those
building
things.
ideas. It's more than what you just said, basically. It's really creative. Lego designers did exceptional. It's a cool function. Not to mention the fact that it's really good value. Lots of good price per part. Lots of creative new prints for pieces.
Yep.
AKA the same reason you'd buy any other Lego set.
So,
Um,
we're cool with the typewriter now. Sorry, Sokoda.
I never had any beef with the typewriter. I had a beef that they chose the typewriter instead of Bonkle. So if it comes out in a year that they chose the NES instead of whatever Bonkle 20th anniversary set they may have been planning to do, yeah, I'm gonna harbor up a hatred for it.
Uh-huh.
My gripe wasn't even with the typewriter; it was the other two.
Yeah, it's definitely my own bias that made the typewriter a meme. Functionality wise, typewriter is a pretty cool set. It's pretty well done.
Everyone, I just want you to go down in the comments and voice your
pseudonyms.
discontent with our traitor amongst us.
Don't. Please don't.
It's too late.
Yeah.
What's done is done. Grab your pitchforks. Grab your torches.
Listen, I love Bonkle as much as the next guy, but if there's one thing that I will sell it out for in a heartbeat, it's Nintendo. Give me my Metroid Lego. That's all. Drop the mic.
Okay, so two
Oh, no,
things.
wait.
First of all, you're not a true fan. Second of all, Metroid is never going to happen because Metroid is the Bionicle of Nintendo. Moving on.
Shut your face!
You know it's true. You know it is true in your hearts.
Oh, that's such a good description as well. It works on so many levels. Oh, you're crying, Meso.
Meso,
Oh!
you have a problem. It's like a constant Stockholm syndrome. You seek things out that will inevitably disappoint you. Bionicle,
Yeah, like
You know what you're talking about?
Metroid,
I'm a Destiny. Never Destiny.
shield.
the Bungie Company, 343, anything called Phoenix Wright,
Bruh.
Agents
Yeah,
of
I think the
S.H.I.E.L.D.,
shield is the Bionicle of Marvel.
any... a coherent
I'm
and
gonna-
crossover
How about I just
relationship.
stay quiet on this one?
I agree.
I'm gonna just want this one out, Chief.
So the
Don't
grand
look at me.
piano,
Don't
right?
look at me.
I for one love this Lego grand piano.
I love the functionality. Each key actually plays the correct note. Cap.
I don't know how it works, but I think it's really neat they made it how it works. Cause like I'm a sucker for something that's cool and functional. So
So,
I like
think
it.
it's
Like,
awesome.
piano's a
Fun-
very classy thing to have. So
functional
Like
functional with an asterisk.
Yeah,
So,
your phone is functional.
how is it functional? How's it work?
hang on, let me get the picture up.
There's like a video of how it plays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
problem
basically.
is
Yeah.
it kind of does play, but it kind of doesn't. So there's really no way that you're going to be able to actually get it to sound off music per key press. There we go. There's
Wait.
a picture.
I think you are.
Yeah, you can and you can't because the way that it's built, it has a sensor in there to detect when keys are being played. But really, all you're going to be able to do is play a song and then follow along on the keys. And that's really about it from what I've gathered.
Yeah, the video showed that it had a preset song, and he would just keep playing the same key over and over, and it would play the correct notes for the rest of the song, not just the same note over and over. As far as I'm aware, unless it has two functions.
I for one
thought
cannot
there
wait
was.
to play for Elise on this piano.
I'm
That's
looking
what
this
the
up.
video-
Oh wait, never mind.
What were you saying, Sokoda?
I thought there was like a second mode where you could basically push the key you wanted, and then it played the sound. But I'm not sure. I'll look it up.
All right.
Yeah, it's
That would be
It's kinda-
that would be pretty neat.
kind of vague. Either way, it's not... Like, we're not going to be able to play like the TTV theme intro on the piano. Not
you're
that
not
we
able
were
to
going
enter
to
your own
anyway. It's a
custom
little too
music?
techno, but
Doink, doink, doink.
this, so this is a really impressive set. Honestly, like it's fantastic. Set number 21323, grand piano, has 3,662 pieces from Lego Ideas, and it's gonna retail about $350.
Woo! Here's its actual, like, here's how it explains its functionality on Lego.com. Use the motor and the free powered up app to start the show. You can autoplay with your smartphone, watch and listen as the piano plays a song of your choice, or you can pretend to play along with a
Yeah.
pre-recorded song.
I just looked it up. It's like, I think it says there are 5 songs, and then you can basically press the keys, and then it plays the one of those 5 songs you selected. So you can't just press any key you want and plays that sound. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
So it's like those fake pianos that you mash the keys and pretend you're playing it, but in reality it's playing the song for you in the back.
All right. So let's bottle all this feedback down into one really nice soup here. So, where are we ranking this piano? Are we putting it above typewriter or below typewriter? Because that's what it all boils down to.
Oh, above, easily.
I think above.
Yeah, right.
I think we
Typewriter
lost.
first.
I'd
Yeah,
say
we
it
haven't-
depends on if the typewriter.
Yeah, we haven't seen the typewriter in action later. But
Yeah. Oh boy. All right.
Are we putting it above or beyond the NES?
okay.
Wait.
NES.
Low.
I'm putting it
Yeah,
above.
NES is above.
Like, I'm not playing a game of Mario on the Lego NES. I get to, like, spin the level once, go, wow.
Oh, boy.
Wow, that was a cool 5 seconds. And then if I want more levels, I spend, like, an hour and a half making a new level for 5 more seconds of new level.
I'd put it above the NES too.
I for one love that, LJ. It's 5 seconds of glory. Alright.
I can't wait to invite my friends over to the guest room and play a nice song for them on my Lego piano, and then we can go into the living room and play on my Lego NES after.
And you type them an invitation on your Lego typewriter.
Exactly. So, the next thing is pretty cool. I wish Var was here, because he's actually bought it.
Okay.
It's the Lego art.
Oh, gosh damn it.
Yes.
Don't have these pictures. I didn't think
It
we were
makes
going to
sense
talk
because-
about every new set that released.
You don't have to. You can just
Right.
mention it offhandedly.
I definitely want those Star Wars ones. Want.
That's really cool.
Strong word.
These...
They're basically selling mosaics.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to, really. And it's good for adult builders. And it's good for people who like to lean into the artistic side of Lego. Like our boy Var, who doesn't really play with it much,
Who?
but is super into art. He bought a bunch. Var!
Who?
Oh, he's part of that sister channel, TTV Nerfed or something.
Oh, yeah, TTV Hasbro. I remember them.
You mean you mean the channel that has a whole Let's Play recorded that hasn't been made public yet?
You mean the channel that
What?
was going to survive Kappa and actually thrive and have so much attention put toward it? And whenever any hardships were faced with the TTV channel, the people that were running that channel were like, haha, you guys are dorks. We're fine, though, because we don't have to worry about it. And then just up and died. That same
Yes,
channel?
that
I remember that one.
Classic. Well, yeah,
F.
but we don't have to talk about it super in depth. I just like the fact that there's Lego art that can actually be bought now.
Same.
They're all very cool.
This
Well, we can only buy one because it's only the Iron Man one right now. It seems, at least in the
Yeah.
US.
The Star Wars one's not out till September 1st, according to the Lego store.
Cool.
man,
I may get that.
they
My-
Yeah, we keep on waiting.
My
So-
big question with these is, how much cheaper would you come out if you just Bricklink studs and plates, or buy them in the Lego store with a pick a brick?
Oh,
Just pick up some Lego dots.
Just consume product.
Yeah, but because
Meso,
I
you're
mean,
the
you probably
epitome of just
wouldn't get
consume
them-
product.
Consume product, get excited for next product, buy product, repeat.
You probably wouldn't get like these nice plates with the hangers and the colors the way they are here but that easily. But I think that's a bit my issue with these. You could very easily make these on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like Nick Voss
I was-
posting how you got the Marilyn Monroe.
Just queuing that image up.
All right.
But
He's got
no,
the epic rebuild.
I've lost it. Oh, nope, there it is.
Oh, no.
Found it. So,
Rebuild the world.
Lego set designer Nick Voss and Galador extraordinaire. He got the one for Marilyn Monroe. And he did something creative. Work with me, please. Thank you. So, to all of our Bionicle friends and fans out there, it's alright. He's thinking of you. I just thought this was super impressive. And that really is the
Yeah.
beauty of it. Like, you can be this
You can make
creative.
it your own.
Yeah. But, I mean, Sokoda is
I
right.
think the painting thing
It's-
is more.
Uh-huh.
Go
Go
on. Go on.
It's just, you can really just make this on your own.
Yeah.
Just buy some Lego
I-
dots, Bruce.
I think this is more so the thing with them just trying to dab into different markets where they're not established at all. Because like
Yeah.
this is the type of thing that like a Lego fan might not. I don't know how many Lego fans will dabble into it, but there might be someone out there who has not done anything with Lego, but like I don't know, fan of like coloring or something. And this might tickle their fancy.
Yep.
If you see what I mean, like someone that's
Yeah.
like interested in painting and stuff like that, and just having something neat, artsy on their wall or something. Because that like I said, this is made for like the older audience, so
Yeah.
a lot of the value of this is like decoration, etc. But as a Lego fan, yeah, the only one out is the thick separator, man. That's what I want.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I want.
Yeah. I mean, we have a close to home example because former consistent host Var, he did buy this. He bought this basically as soon as he could because this appealed to him. You know, he could make it and he could put it on his wall, and so whenever people came over, they'd see, oh wow, well, that's really cool. It's a painting, but it's Lego. So
Yep.
it definitely it works. It really does work.
There is an appeal for it.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think that only leaves one set to talk about.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so.
It's a good time. It's time for Bespin.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
What do you make of this?
Ah, be right back. There he goes.
Oh no! All right, well, we'll wait.
well, no, we'll go ahead and start talking about it. So this is set number
Dude, never mind.
75294.
I'll hold it in.
No.
Go. Do it.
All right, set number 75294. Bespin Duel contains approximately 295 pieces and retails for a price that I don't have in front of me.
I think it's $40.
Oh, is
Whoa.
it? Oh my gosh.
It looks
Wait,
like
wait,
it was,
wait.
according to Brick said, it was supposed to be an SDCC exclusive.
Yeah.
Since that's been canceled, it will presumably be made available elsewhere. But
I
we don't have
think-
any details of availability.
I've heard in Canada it will be in Toys R Us, and I've heard rumors that it might be in Targets in the US, but I'm not sure.
Really?
I would expect.
Really now?
And that's okay. Do me a favor.
I'll talk to you later. And it looks like it's an 18+ set, which is odd.
Nah, that's
I know
not
that.
very odd
See
at all.
what
I don't think it's
I don't
odd.
see
Yeah.
what here classifies.
How's about the
Why
fact
this
that he
isn't
got his hand
normal
chopped off in this
Yeah, it's
scene?
the context of the scene.
I think
I
agree.
don't think it's the context of the theme. I think it's just because it's a 100% display piece and not a playset at all.
Yeah,
And
I-
it's like the helmets, you put it on your shelf next to
Because as
them.
far as context goes, I'm looking forward to my 18 plus Ninjago movie set. That one's insane.
the thing with
wait
this
for that.
episode is more just the audience, because the thing is that it's a location, but like the set being in like making this exact location, it's not doing it for play features, it's not doing it for like a set wave to do with
Yeah.
other products. It's just a very, very detailed place of just like a railing or something, but it's more the context of like the scene being like very recognizable. People know what's
Yeah.
going on here, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's more so that thing, and the fact that like if this was an actual like Lego set that was just going to be this scene, although like on shelves and stuff, it would not be like as detailed, and like Sokoda said, have this sort of like display piece add-ons to it, like
Yeah.
years ago. So
They
that's
also had
really the big thing.
the
There's no
exact
fixtures
scene
or
in the
box.
Bespin betrayal set, or the Betrayal on Cloud City set. A smaller version of the exact scene, and that wasn't 18 plus because 18 plus wasn't the thing back then. But yeah,
Fair enough.
Fair.
Yeah.
No, okay.
It looks good.
I'm a bit like that it's like an SDC was supposed to be an SDCC exclusive, because I was going to praise this a lot just because like I'm not a big fan of like the big helmets and like a lot of stuff that they did with 18 plus, but like something like this, and also within Star Wars, is something that I welcome, because the only wave this has been made within Lego is just part of that like huge Bespin set that we got, the first one that Lando was ever featured in. I think that's the only set in which we have depicted that, or of course like the newer Bespin as well.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's more so just like it's something made of a set that wouldn't make super much sense from a toys perspective, but like it still exists. So more stuff like this, rather than just helmets, you know, would be
Yeah.
neat. Just
I
they might
think-
fill in stuff that they haven't made before, you know. I'd rather have this than another Grievous Starfighter, right? You know, just say, throw it out
100%
there.
agree
Throw
with
it
that.
out.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
Something about
for
this set
one.
I think is super funny is there was an idea set years ago when they didn't have a rule against Star Wars, which was pretty much the exact scene, and it looks quite similar because
Wow.
it's the same scene. I don't think they copied the idea, but it's funny that people wanted it years ago and now they can finally get it.
That's funny.
Wow, this idea set got turned.
No, no.
We still don't have Bionicle.
Yeah, but that's an interesting tidbit, though. You know, that's just nice to know. But like, I do want to know for sure, though. Like, it'll be a bit disappointing if this was like a really nice spin on the whole 18 plus Star Wars thing, and it was literally just a repurposed SDCC exclusive.
Yeah.
That would be a bit disappointing if that is the case, because, like I said, I would welcome more sets like this.
I would like one scene like this for every movie. I think it'd be.
Oh yeah,
That would be
'cause then
like
you could have,
one
like,
iconic
a-
scene, like Mustafar fight. That'd be
They've-
nice.
Yeah.
They've
They
been
have.
doing these dual sets, but they are like a lot more like play sets. Like
I have
No.
the Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan one, but kind of compared to this. I would like
Which
stuff
set?
like
Which
this
set?
more.
Like,
The Naboo one, the one when they're fighting in the corridors with the giant hole in the middle.
Oh
Naboo.
yeah, that one, yeah, because
Mhm.
that was made for. That's like a perfect example of like one that's made for like play features and stuff.
Mhm.
It's not like made as like a super display piece.
Yep.
But like that exact thing right there, just made into a set like this, would work. And, like
Mhm.
as you said, you'd have one like super important scene from like every
Mhm.
movie. And you'd have like
yeah,
depending
like
on your opinion on the movies, you'd have either 6 or 9 sets standing on your shelf.
I think that would be.
or 11.
I like
mean,
that.
That's not fair.
Why stop at 9? Have it for all the shows, all the
Well,
other
some-
movies.
I like
You don't
that.
like
Out of
Um,
curiosity,
Oh,
has there ever been a minifigure for the like for the Cloud City sets? Have they ever had a minifigure of the guy running with the ice cream machine?
Nope. They never had them.
They have to. At some point,
Yeah.
please. That's an SPTC exclusive type stuff because they
Yeah.
love that stuff.
Yeah,
They're
It's
like,
perfect.
That should be something for Star Wars Celebration.
that
Okay,
should
now,
be honest.
now I can't hold it anymore though. BRB.
Okay.
At
we,
least he tried.
we did get a comment. Some guy, not Christian Faber, Tommy Anderson said, "That is a fantastic set. You just need the right emotional connection to it." And you,
Yeah.
First of all, I agree, and second of all, you also need a lack of connection with specifically one whole hand, and then it's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You completely connect with it. Nah, but it's interesting. I like that idea.
I
Of,
remember when my father cut off my hand.
classic.
Whoa.
Okay.
I would actually be totally down for a bunch of different sets that are like specific duels from the different
Yeah.
movies. Like, you know what I'd be interested in? That's right. General Grievous.
Eljay's very into Django Fett.
Okay.
All right.
I know one person that is, and oh boy, oh boy.
But,
All right.
yeah.
So while X is gone, because the final two things we would have to talk about are going to be, his stuff, the random set, an extra mock. A little quick bit of news. Doesn't really have a lot or a picture associated. Welcome back. But for anyone curious about Monkey Kid and when to expect more of it, the show, not the sets, we can confirm, thanks to a recently published article, that Monkey Kid has been picked up for an additional 2 seasons. Same animation studio, same production crew, everything will remain the same. We know it's been picked up for 2 more seasons. We do not know when the seasons will actually air. And as much as I would love to link you to the article in question, well, the article actually was taken down.
Oh.
Yeah.
And,
Monkey was a lie.
I don't think that means it's not happening. I would hope not, anyway. But just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to relay it. They did announce Flying Bark Productions. We'll be doing it. There is an archive of the article, thankfully, thanks to spielwarenmesse.de. I probably butchered that pronunciation.
Spielwarenmesse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I finally have someone who can correct me on my fine German pronunciation after 10 years.
That's nice for TTV.
I mean,
Thank you,
Giantly-
Sokoda.
Giantly.
I took high school German, but I definitely think Sokoda's more qualified.
No, he's way more qualified.
Yeah, he took college German.
I mean, my German isn't
He
even
took a
perfect.
lifetime.
So that's it. For people wanting more Monkey Kid, rejoice.
Yay.
Yes.
All right.
Now, X, it is time.
Oh boy.
It's time for your segments.
Oh, I only got one though.
That's
but
fine.
We got. Oh, you got the pictures, Eljay? You got the pictures?
No,
Right?
no, I don't have him.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. I got him.
Sweet.
Okay.
I got him.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
You got him?
All right.
You got,
Okay,
I got
you got,
him.
sweet.
you got
Got
him?
him?
All right.
I don't have him.
All right.
All right.
So,
Oh boy.
You got
Do
him.
we have them, though?
dude, I have him. Oh,
But you
yeah.
got
I
him.
just said- yeah, I have him, but LJ also needs them, so I'm gonna set. All right.
You got him?
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh
So
man.
this guy, this guy makes. Oh, I made another new thing. This guy makes something that I really like, which is like medium-sized figures, and he's done a lot of Bonkel as well. Some people might already be familiar with him, but I wanted to feature him based on some of these like medium-sized humanoid system-made figures, which I thought had some interesting shapes and stuff going on there. So I want you guys to check out this guy. My snail eats pizza,
That's an impressive snail.
right?
Oh
And
yeah,
he's
I've seen those.
Yeah, and he's made these like really articulate figures, which I think are really nice because they don't use that many parts as well. So a lot of the good usage in construction is made out of not having like a tremendously huge selection of parts, but more just being very smart in the parts that they use. And also, I am a huge fan of consistent color schemes. Ninjago and Exonis could learn a lot from that stream. And these like last bit of figures that he keeps making, I think are really impressive. I think they're really nice, and also I think a lot of people could also learn from watching a lot of these figures because, like I said, there might be a lot of parts that someone that's even just a little bit dabbled into system should be able to recognize. And it's just a lot of like nice parts usage. Like I've seen so many like huge projects and stuff, and I'm just so lost in terms of like how I can even begin to make something that goes along those lines. So it's really nice to just have something that just visually looks nice, and as well is like you can learn something from watching it. And another big fan of like you can check out this entire guy's stream, but like these two figures, like this one, as well as this turquoise guy, I think are the one that stick out the most to me. Yeah, you like that backpack?
Yeah.
You like?
Yeah, I was literally posting that right as you said that.
Like you see, like that gun there, for example, like that's just normal, for the ammo thing popping out there. Like everyone recognizes those parts, but like it adds so much. It's just really nice. I like.
Consider me a fan. I love this style. It's like
Yeah.
it's not
very distinct.
Minimalist is the wrong word, but kind of along that train. Like it's
very modern.
It has a modern flair.
It reminds me a bit of like Overwatch designs or in that style.
Bastion moment.
This segment of the Mock Spotlight brought to you by XX Trooper.
Yeah, what's up? It's good. Check out this guy. He's made. I was really impressed by his entire stream. I didn't find him anywhere social media. He's got 409 followers on Flickr. My Snow Eats Pizza. Check him out. You can learn a lot of cool stuff if you just want to get into making figures of any kind. Then going through this guy's stream, studying what he's using is just really nice stuff, honestly. Like I had a really hard time picking out a couple the couple of things that I want to highlight from his stream, just because there's so good.
Yeah.
Like Sokoda, the one that Sokoda posted right now is the one that I didn't even know about that I saw
These
just
blades
now.
are so cool.
Yeah, like he really has a really cool style with these, and I feel like in the last like things that he's posted, he's really nailed this thing down. So I'm really hoping to see like more stuff of this nature here, because like the 2B as well that was posted earlier, I think that one's like really genius. That is also another example that this guy just has like a really good idea of like whenever he sees a part of like a very specific thing that he can utilize it. He doesn't rely so much on just having super many parts.
It's a lot of pretty basic system parts, but used in very interesting ways. So I'd imagine this is something you could very easily build something similar with your existing collection.
Yep.
Yeah, like this guy finds so many nice uses for pieces. And
Magic Ninja posting the dust slicer.
Yeah, like he's even
Construction's last hope.
made like some cool throwback figures as well. Yeah, so I thought this was
not throwback.
Yeah, I needed something to be worthy to show of the return of the extra mock segment. My daily pizza, he really delivered on that front. So
He delivered the pizza.
yeah, he does deliver the pizza.
And then he ate it.
But was it the shakaroni pizza?
Oh no, not again.
Shakaroni. Wow.
So
Very nice. I love that stuff a lot.
Anything that you guys stick out for you guys? You guys like making figures?
They're just so peaceful, very civilian weaponry here, like that we're looking at.
I love the turkey.
Search and rescue.
Right?
No, these are really cool.
With all the discs, this is sick.
Oh,
Look at this.
Okay, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
Too many discs.
Too many discs.
And
The
now
guy
I'm-
she tells you not to worry about.
Too many pictures.
Dude, he's even got a bonkel
Too many-
disc up there, man.
Too many
What's up?
discs. More like too many pictures.
Yeah.
Sorry, OJ.
Yeah, it's really nice. And like
Yeah.
the dragon is always also cool. I like
Yeah,
it.
that dragon is awesome with the pieces from Firefang from Ninjago.
Yeah, and surprisingly, like this was probably more people have seen this because it was apparently part of Biocop.
Ah,
Biocop?
that's where I saw it. Yeah.
And stop this. So just start talking Norwegian right now. Anyway, like, this thing is entirely made out of Bionicle though, so it's very surprising. But like, I'd really love for this guy to make a dragon by using just
System.
both system and Bionicle, because I
Yeah.
really think that you could nail so many cool shapes with the expertise that he has. But yeah, the dragon is really nice, and it's actually pretty impressive for it to be absolutely only made by like Technic and Bionicle and Hero Factory and stuff, and it's still very very nice and coherent with those nice bright wings. So it's definitely worth highlighting. LJ, you liking these robots with guns and stuff? And
Heck
these dragons and Tubi?
No,
Heck yeah, bro. Yeah.
these are sincerely super impressive. He's got a lot of really excellent part usage, and they're endlessly fun to look at.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for the extra box segment. Please check out My Still Eats Pizza on Flickr, and yeah, that's it. That's the guy we got this today. So where are we heading, LJ? Where are we going with this? What's
I
going on?
think,
what's next on the docket?
I think that's about it, because we're at an hour and a half right now.
Oh,
I think we're good. We covered most everything.
I mean, unless you have a comment set.
I'm
No?
good. We got it.
Okay.
I have said my piece.
Well, if you do want us to talk about it, set.
Meso,
leave it in
shut the
comments.
front door. No, okay.
Or next time. I mean.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
I think in that case, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Because yeah, what Meso was saying is usually, what you can do is you can post just any Lego set that you'd be interested in having us discuss briefly in the comments, and the one with the most likes, the most thumbs up, we will discuss. We haven't always been reliable in doing that because we usually don't do these regularly, and so we have a backlog of news, and so it takes a while to get through things, and then we just end up having to kind of end because we've been going for so long. So, same deal here. Okay. Anything else, fellas? Anything else you guys want to say?
I think,
No, sir.
we're all
Not
pretty
really.
satisfied.
I'm good.
14B 2020.
Oh no.
That's it.
No.
Legend go.
You mean
Oh.
bio Zach.
Yes.
Okay.
The fourth rear shoe.
Faber, will save us of this creepy
Top.
house with teeth.
Okay. So, thank you all so very much for
Oh, it's so
watching.
creepy.
Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of the BrickFeed Podcast. As usual, make sure to head on over to TTV message boards at board.ttvchannel.com. You have to be 13 years or older and follow our rules. It makes things go a lot easier. Second, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/the TTV channel, lowest $1 a month. And you can join our Discord server as well as our Minecraft server with the island of Matanui and Voyanui with more to come. Additionally, head on over to Twitter at the TTV channel along with our individual accounts. And that's gonna be it. Anything else, anyone? Last call.
I'm good, man. Thank you, Sokoda, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Base Sokoda.
It will
Just
be
to
more to come.
reiterate for those who are unaware, this isn't a guest appearance, even though I was hyping it up earlier like it's a big deal. Sokoda is a cast member now.
Yes.
So
Well,
Hopefully you'll hear me a lot more now.
And we're all looking forward to it, man. It'll be really
Yep.
nice.
I'm
to have
excited.
you on here, man. Just chatting about some Lego, you know. It's all nice, man. It's really nice.
Well, welcome,
Alright.
and in advance, I am sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna leave.
Nice.
All right.
Alright.
That's going to be it, everyone. Let's go ahead and play some tunes on Windows Media Player and not Groove.
Groovy.
No, it is anything but. So once again, thank you all so very much for listening to this episode today. I am Eljay.
I am EXX.
So,
I'm Invi.
I'm Leo.
I'm Starbreaker.
And I'm Sokoda.
There we go. So once again, thank you all so very much. We'll see you all again next time in like 3 weeks. We'll see.
Wow. Sometime.
Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.
Smell you later.